Hey everybody! It is hard to believe that we haven't gotten to see each other's faces for 6 Sundays. But I am having fun watching church at home, and I hope you are too. Today, I thought it would be fun if we did show and tell. So I thought I would start this this morning, and then you, say either later today or sometime this week, could find a show and tell and maybe have mom or dad record it and then send me the video. And I think that would be fun to see what you guys have to show and tell. Well, I'm going to start today I'm going to show Mr. Todd, and he's going to tell you something he's been up to.
Well, good morning, guys. This is Mr. Todd. This morning I got to play with Play-Doh, and look what I made. This is to go with our Bible verse this morning. Do you know what that is?
Do you remember, I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd gives his life for his
sheep. That's right. I had fun making this, and I miss you guys, and I can't wait till we can play Play-Doh together at church. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Todd. All right. I know, that's kind of fun. We've been missing playing with that Play-Doh, so I hope you get to, maybe I can send some Play-Doh out if we don't get to be back together very soon. So anyway, it's time to do our songs. Are you guys ready for song time? Okay, today we're going to start with number 8. Let's see if we can get that ready. All right, here we go. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red, brown, yellow, black, and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Good job, good job. Okay, let's sing our next song. All right, are you ready for this one? This one's This Little Light of Mine. We're gonna get our finger out. That's gonna be our candle with our flame on it. Are you ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good job. I always think that's fun when we say shine like that. Okay, and then we're gonna do number 5. All right, ready? Okay, this one is happy all the time. Sometimes it's hard to be happy all the time, but when we sing about it, it makes it a little easier. Are you ready? I'm in right, out right, up right, down right, happy all the time. I'm in right, out right, up right, down right, happy all the time. Since Jesus Christ came in and cleansed my heart from sin, I'm in right, out right, up right, down right, happy all the time. Good job. I hope you are happy this morning. I know I am happy this morning. And we're going to do our last song. This is our favorite one we do before we get ready for our Bible story. You guys already know what it is. Are you ready? Let's see if you're right. Get your shoulders ready. The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the Word of God. The Bible, Bible. I actually stood up today. That's not something I usually do. But anyway, we had fun with our songs, and if you guys are ready, just come and sit down and be ready to listen to our Bible story. Last week, we learned that after Jesus died on the cross, that he was in the tomb, but he didn't stay there. He rose again from the dead, and then he visited people while he was on earth before he went up into heaven. So today we're going to talk about what did he do? Who did he visit? And so we're going to find out all about that. We're going to start here. Jesus had risen from the dead. Mary had seen him and talked to him. The disciples had seen him too, and other people had talked to him. Many people knew that he was alive again, just as he promised. One morning, after some of the disciples had fished all night without catching anything, they saw Jesus on the seashore. "Throw your net on the other side of the boat," Jesus told them. And when the disciples obeyed, they caught so many fish that the net started to break. Then Jesus took some fish and cooked breakfast for the hungry disciples. They were so happy that Jesus was with them again. Do you guys think fish sounds good for breakfast? On another day, Jesus took the disciples to the top of a mountain. "It's time for me to go away," he said. "I'm going back to my Father." Jesus had finished the work he had come to do on earth, and the disciples were sad. "Don't be unhappy," Jesus said. "I will come back again. But while I'm gone, I have an important job for you to do for me." "What is it, Lord?" wondered the disciples. "What do you want us to do?" Jesus said, "You know that I died and rose again so you can go to heaven someday. But there are millions of people who have never heard this wonderful news. I want you to teach the whole world the good news." Jesus wanted everyone, red, brown, yellow, black, and white people, all to know that he died and rose again to take the punishment for the bad things that we do. Jesus told his disciples that he would always be with them. As soon as Jesus had finished talking, suddenly his body began to rise up into the sky, up, and up, until a big cloud covered him. Jesus was gone. He had returned to heaven. As the disciples stood quietly, still looking up, they noticed two strangers in shining white robes standing by them. They were angels that God had sent to talk to the disciples. "You men of Galilee," said the angels, "why are you standing there looking up in heaven? Jesus will come back again one day, just as you have seen him go." Then the disciples remembered what Jesus said, and he told them he was going to heaven to get a new home ready for them and for all the people who would believe in him. Then he would come again. We do not know when Jesus will come again, but we believe that he will because he promised us in his word. And Jesus doesn't lie. Should we have Colby answer questions for us today? Go bring him up here. Colby, did you enjoy the Bible story today? Should you answer questions for us? Do you think he can do that? Colby, what job did Jesus tell the disciples to do? What did he want them to do? Did he want them to go and share the gospel with everybody? That's right. That's right. And how did Jesus go back to heaven? Do you remember? Did he float up in the clouds? Did he rise up into the clouds? Yes. And will Jesus come again someday? Jesus will come again someday. That's a promise we can count on. Colby knows the answer too. Yeah, I think so. All right, you guys, I had fun with you this morning. I know Mr. Todd misses you, and we can't wait to come back and give you guys hugs. And I can't bring Colby to Sunday school, but it's fun to have him here at home. I hope you guys have a great week, and I love you. Bye.